Hey guys, welcome back for more Corpse Factory. So last time we started Koji's POV, his act, basically act 2 of the Corpse Factory story. And yeah, it was pretty chill honestly. I kinda like it. It was okay. So come on, let's continue. We are here. By the way, you see the menu, right? All my characters are gone. I don't know why. they're gone. They were standing there last time. Okay. Morgue duties have felt mundane lately, boring and pointless. Lots of things I'd rather be doing. Had to come in early today thanks to an influx of deceased patients from the hospital. Bodies get passed through the hospital halls and land in my lap unceremoniously. They need tagging, need to be added to the inventory, need to be stored. Cadavers are needier than some people. Don't know where I'm going to store this lot. Running out of room in this place, only a handful of cold chambers still available. I can thank the human removal services for that. This isn't the only morgue in the area, but it's one of the biggest. A lot of cadavers end up here. A lot of victims. Weeks ago, I used to smile every time one of the corpse girl's victims entered this hallowed place. It was kinda poetic. Noriko cherry-picked corpses from this morgue. Those corpses were delivered to victims. The victims died and they ended up here as fresh cadavers, ready to repeat the cycle. It was beautiful, the circle of death. Now it's rare for corpse girl's victims to arrive. More common are the victims of the human removal service, at least, that's my speculation. When multiple homicide victims arrive on your doorstep every day, it's not hard to piece things together. Lacerations, dismembered limbs, rope marks, bludgeoned skulls. Myriad mortal wounds is inflicted on the flesh. I always suspected Corpse Girl's copycat was behind the sheer amount of deaths raging across Tokyo. Seeing the fruits of the copycat's labor firsthand has convinced me that we're not dealing with simple suicides. And Junpei Matsumoto's words still ring clearly in my ears, our herald. He carries out a killing, personally. It all adds up. I'm sorry. Corpse Girl has truly met her match. While the human removal service continues to claim countless lives, Corpse Girl's success is rapidly declining. Much to Noriko's chagrin, Corpse Girl has become so well known that the general public no longer fears her. Like a figure from folklore or a fictional character, everybody knows the name Corpse Girl, but only the truly gullible believe she can kill people. I call it the Bloody Mary effect. If someone is predisposed to believe in a horrific entity, they will convince themselves that the entity truly exists. When targeted by Corpse Girl, such a person will succumb to a suicide in an attempt to escape a potentially more grisly fate. In reality, they simply play right into the trap that Corpse Girl laid for them. Those that treat Corpse Girl as no more than an entertaining piece of folklore like Bloody Mary are immune to the fear. Someone like this can receive a photo of their own corpse and shrug it off as no more of a threat than a spam email. It's ironic that the success of Noriko sought for so long is the very thing that has rendered Corpse Girl's method ineffective. I wouldn't say all of this to Noriko's face. She's well aware of the situation. As for the human removal service, no one seems to know about it. There's no mention of it anywhere on the internet, anywhere I can access at any rate. Police investigating the string of homicides haven't mentioned it. If the site relies on users to request death, I'm at a loss as how people are learning about it. Yes, how do they find the website then? It truly seems to be sort of shadow organization, except for the fact that Junpei Matsumoto essentially walked right up to me and revealed himself. I don't know his motives for doing so, and I don't know how he found out I'm involved in Corpse Girl's work. I really should take care of him. Dude, why do you have a plug up there? Look. A knock at the door. I rub my eyes and sit up slowly. Must have fallen asleep in my chair again. Still groggy, I get up and look through the front door's peephole. A single lonely package sits on the doormat. Don't know where it came from, haven't ordered anything online lately. I swing the door open and pick up the plain brown parcel. Something rattles inside. Bring it indoors, I slip my thumb underneath the packing tape and tear it open. Nestled on top of the packing foam is a white box adorned with the image of a French press. Oh, Tomoe actually gave us it? Very nice of her.
A coffee maker.
Tomoe. That's right, this is a gift from Tomoe. She really bought me a birthday gift. Something that I truly wanted. My friend Tomoe. After putting the package down, I retrieved my phone and opened up Noise. Thank you for the birthday present. You got it already? Just now, it's a good brand too. Sweet, glad you like it. Maybe I'll brew you a cup one day. Haha. Yes, please. Extra sugar. You got it. Tomoe doesn't follow up a message. Take that to mean the conversation is expired. It feels good that she did such a nice thing for me. Almost forgotten what it's like to have someone care. Pity she has a boyfriend. Never stops going on about him. Shinya, yes, Shinya. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't misconstrue a kind gesture as an affection. She was simply bestowing a birthday gift. Something most people would do for a friend. Something Noriko didn't even attempt. Don't know how to break down Noriko's barriers. Been crying for a long time. She just never seems to warm up. Maybe chasing her is a lost cause. But I'm tired of being lonely. I'm so tired. Noriko, Tomoe, I don't care of either of them. I would accept me. I would give them everything I am. I just don't want to be alone anymore. The start of another long night. Alone like always. The cadavers can hardly be called a company. They don't speak, don't laugh at my jokes. Not like living people laugh at my jokes anyway. Beep boop.
Yeah?
Hey, I think I mentioned this a day or two ago, but our reserves have pretty much dried up.
Okay.
Reserves. She means her stash of corpses at the factory. She has a way with words. I mean, you have a way with words as well, Kojiro.
Anyway, 3 new requests came through today. I'm really excited. Maybe things will pick up again.
Maybe.
I'll send through photos of the Vics. Can you select some corpses that resemble them? Tomoe will come by with the van.
Okay.
Thanks. Are you okay? You're pretty quiet. More than usual, anyway.
I'm fine.
I see. Well, thanks. I'm sending the photos now. Message me when you're done. I'll send Tomoe over.
Yeah.
I end the call and return my phone to my pocket. It vibrates 3 times in quick succession as Noriko's photos automatically download. 3 requests, not much but enough to lift her spirits. I scan the array of cold chambers lining the walls. This place is packed to the gills. Shouldn't be a problem to find some matches for her. I take a stroll alongside the left row chambers. All of the bodies within are due for cremation. I can take my pick from here, just like always. Business as usual. I fish my phone out once more and examine the new photos. 2 women, 1 man. Middle-aged young adult and young adult. Normal everyday people. Corpse girl will wrap her fingers around their throats and try to kill them. Will they shrug off the attempt on their lives? Only time will tell. I'll do my best to help Noriko end their lives. I wander toward the computer at the end of the room and log into the inventory system. Time to find some suitable bodies.
The corpses you picked out are good. 2 of them, anyway.
What's wrong with the third?
He looks a bit too old. Older than the victim, at any rate.
I see. Sorry.
It's not a problem. I think it'll still be convincing.
Are we delivering them today?
No, I received even more requests overnight. I need you to go select more cadavers.
Sheesh. Again?
Sorry. Aren't you happy that we're busy again?
Couldn't care less. I'm only doing this for you.
It's the truth, even if she doesn't want to hear it.
I heard that Tomoe got you a birthday gift.
Way to change the subject.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I was just so caught up within my own head that I couldn't be bothered with your birthday.
It's fine.
It's not it's not fine.
So, if you'll accept a late gift, is there anything you would like?
I was gonna say you.
A date
A date.
with you.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
You're being awfully forward today. I thought we agreed to just be friends. What's gotten into you?
Nothing. Forget it.
I had to look away from her to prevent her from seeing the snarl on my face.
I'll go pick out some cadavers for you. Later.
Okay. Bye.
I step away and mutter to myself,
Stupid.
I'm so stupid. Why am I acting so desperately around her all of a sudden?
Yo,
Yeah, Tomoe. Dude, she's my favorite character now.
what kind of hello is that? Prick.
Saws. In a mood.
Saz.
Always the case with you, ain't it?
Seems to be.
She gets me.
Listen, how about that cup of coffee you promised me?
Huh?
You know, come on, don't make me say it. You said you'd brew me some coffee with that French press thing. And, well, I could really use a cup, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Saws. Noriko has sent me to the morgue.
Why? She kill ya?
No.
Takes me a second to get that she's joking.
Oh.
Tomoe smiles warmly and waves her finger in the air.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it ain't every day a pretty girl offers to have coffee with ya. So are we doing this or what?
I can't fathom a reason for Tomoe's recent shift of attitude toward me. When we first started working together, she could hardly tolerate being in the same room as me. And now she wants me to brew her coffee? Why? Does she want something from me? Is she in love with me? Oh my god. She's just being nice, man. No, she's not. Definitely not. No one loves me. Even so, I don't want to be alone. How can I refuse her offer?
Okay. I can put off the morgue until later.
You finally came to your senses, huh? Well, come on then. Let's go to your place. I'll drive.
My place. The last time a girl visited my home. It was back then when I lived in Noriko's apartment. Back when Shizuko. Clucking my tongue serves to distract me from the painful memories.
Let's go.
Memories.
This is your place, huh? It's freaking dark in here.
Saws.
Saws.
You a vampire or something?
What does saws mean anyway? You keep saying saws. Okay.
Of course not. I was just outside in the sun with you.
True that.
Tomoe looks around the small room and stands uncomfortably by the wall.
You don't bring girls back here very often, do you?
No.
Maybe if you made the place look more appealing, then girls just might want to come back here.
You're here.
Sure, but I'm complaining, ain't I?
True. Why are you here anyway? It's not for coffee, is it?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya?
Okay. Are they having problems with Noriko now?
Listen. I wanted to talk to you away from, you know.
Your boyfriend?
No! Jeez! Away from Noriko!
Oh.
See, this whole thing's been going downhill, wouldn't you agree? All this shit with trying to make people off themselves? Sure, I'm used to it by now, but shit started to hit the fan.
How so?
Well, there's the business with, what was it? The human removal service?
Noriko told you about that?
Yeah, of course. We're besties, you know?
We're besties.
They've been out there killing and killing, and the police want to shift all the blame onto Corpse Girl. After all, Corpse Girl is the only killer that has gone public. Her name and website are written all over the body bags we deliver. People talk and everyone knows about her. So, of course the police are gonna assume she's behind all the murders. Except, she's not. Not really. A handful of them here and there, but even then, they're just suicides. Corpse Girl. Noriko. She ain't out there slashing necks and drowning people and setting houses on fire. She ain't doing any of that shit going down on the news.
I know all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying... If things keep up at this rate, the cops are gonna find her, Noriko. And she's gonna get locked up for life. I ain't gonna lie, she deserves it. The stuff she's doing is messed up.
I mean, she's right.
Thing is, me and you, we're accomplished.
Accomplices?
Yeah, that. We're in neck deep. If Noriko gets put on ice, we get taken along with her.
True.
I see. You're worried about going to prison.
Of course I am. I've got people to take care of. What would Shinya do if I got locked up? What would he think of me? Not to mention my little brother and sister.
Tomoe's crestfallen countenance make the room feel darker than it truly is. Her watery eyes break from mine and she tries hard to restrain herself from sobbing.
I can't. I don't think I can do this anymore.
Oh, she's crying now.
No matter how much she pays me, I just can't keep risking it.
I mean, it's kind of scary though. Like, if you said to Noriko, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, she's pretty crazy now, right? Like, extremely crazy. She might do something to you. I understand. This is difficult for her. She's torn between a loyalty to a friend and her own freedom.
I think your course of action is clear.
It is?
Yes. You need to step away from the game. It won't do us any good if you're not totally invested.
And then who is gonna drive the car?
You can make a fatal mistake that has consequences for all of us. If you're not committed, not focused, it's best that you part ways with Noriko.
You know, you really are more understanding than you look. I thought you were a total social outcast with no feelings or empathy.
Thanks.
Why does it feel so funny when she said that?
Let me finish. I was wrong. You're all right, Kojiro. I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Noriko and tell her I ain't cut out for this anymore.
Oh, please don't let something happen to Tomoe. Please.
It's for the best. I guess we won't hang out anymore.
Do we ever hang out?
Well, our deliveries, our time at the factory. Dunno. Kind of grew to like it.
Kojiro. Oh, shit. I forgot. There's something I still need to do for Noriko.
Okay.
What's that?
She asked me to go to her apartment and pick up some clean clothes for her. I owe her that much at least. You wanna come with me?
Her apartment?
Noriko's apartment. My apartment. Not anymore. I haven't lived there for a while, but it will always feel like mine. I wonder if there are any old memories to find between its walls.
Okay, I'll come with you. Do I need to break any windows?
No, of course not. Noriko gave me her keys.
I see.
You sound disappointed.
I shrug and let her accusation slide. I didn't expect a flood of mundane recollections to drown my mind as soon as I started climbing the staircase. This place has such a hold over me. My past life, my life with Shizuko, it's so foggy but so familiar. I don't even feel the same person I was back then. But of course I'm the same. I'm still me. And the stench ingrained in these walls.
Every time I come in here, it smells worse and worse.
There's actually a smell? So maybe it's actually Shizuko. Dude, maybe... Okay.
What is it?
Don't know.
Mold? Mildew? No, it's more sickening than that. It's something rotten.
Yuck. Anyway, her place is up just a few more levels.
I know.
Oh, you've been here before?
Mm.
Huh.
Tomoe abandons her thoughts in the air and continues to climb the stairs. When we reach the landing below Noriko's floor, a young girl's voice rings out.
Hello? Daddy?
It doesn't take long to identify the owner of the voice. A girl no older than 7 is knocking repeatedly on the door of an apartment.
Huh?
Oh, it's this girl. What's her name again? She notices our arrival.
Who are you?
Kojiro.
Hello there. My name is Tomoe. What's your name?
Momo.
Momo. Yes, Momo. And her his name is Kenji, right?
Nice to meet you, Momo. Do you live here?
Mm-hmm. The door's locked. I can't get inside.
I see.
Somehow, the girl has locked herself outside of her own apartment.
Is your mommy or daddy home?
I think Daddy is home, but he won't answer the door.
Let me try, okay?
The young girl hesitantly nods, nervousness evident on her features. Tomoe slams her fist against the apartment door, unafraid of holding back her strength.
Yo, anyone home up in here? Hello? Anyone there?
After a good 30 seconds of pounding the door, Tomoe puts her hands on her hips.
Are you sure your dad is home right now?
I think so. He was here right before I went outside to play.
Tomoe grimaces and looks me dead in the eyes.
You don't think something happened, do you?
Don't know.
I crouch down and rest my weight on one knee so that I come face to face with the girl.
What's your dad's name?
It's Kenji.
Kenji, huh? And what was he doing before you went to play?
Momo twiddles her fingers uncomfortably. Her expression turns thoughtful as she tries to
He
remember.
was watching TV.
I see. Thank you.
Maybe he fell asleep. I stand back up and turn to Tomoe. She raises an eyebrow as if in disbelief of the polite persona I adapted to talk to the girl.
If he's got the TV on, it might be too loud for him to hear us. Anyway, I'm sure he'll open the door soon. We should go up to Noriko's.
You're unbelievable.
You're gonna leave a kid here?
I ain't leaving this girl here. What if something bad happened to her dad?
Something happened to Dad?
No, honey. I didn't mean it like that. Kojiro, we need to get in there.
Tomoe's sentence is cut off as the apartment door suddenly opens. Okay. A formidable man, broad shoulders with a smoldering expression, now inhabits the open doorway. Oh, it's Fujikawa. Shinya is dead.
Clear the doorway.
He takes one look at Momo and then turns his neck to bark at somebody behind
The
him.
daughter's right here.
What? Oh my
Bring
god.
her with us. Hurry it up.
Oh no, the Kenji died? The stern man pushes past me and I stumble as I try to get out of his way. I don't like being pushed around, but the sight of a half-dozen uniformed police officers shuffling out of the apartment behind him encourages me not to retaliate.
Daddy?
Oh my god. Dragged along behind one of the officers, a hand-cuffed man in disheveled clothes.
Momo! Oh, thank God!
Oh no, okay.
Sweetie, Daddy has to go to the police station for a little bit. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Before he can squeeze out another word, the police officer yank him away from his daughter. He's accompanied downstairs and disappears from view within moments.
Daddy! Come back! Daddy!
The final police officer to exit the apartment bends down in front of Momo. He mumbles something to her, then grabs her shoulders in an attempt to steer her toward the staircase.
Let go of me! Daddy!
What the fuck is going on here?
Tomoe takes a step forward to the officer, her fingers slowly curling into a fist.
Don't.
I clutch her fist in my own and force her to lower it.
Don't get involved.
Yeah.
It's a police matter.
I think she understands my vague warning as she stops struggling against me.
Momo,
The young girl is escorted downstairs and Tomoe stands defeated next to
what
me.
the hell just happened?
Dude, what's her name? Noriko. Yes, Noriko is using their Wi-Fi, right? So she used it like last time, or she's been using it. Is what I mean. And they arrested Kenji, so they're pretty much on to Corpse Girl now. Damn. It's so sad for Kenji though. He got arrested because of this. And now he's a suspect. Okay, Tomoe is uncharacteristically quiet as she searches Noriko's apartment for clean clothing. Witnessing that man Kenji get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened Tomoe's spirit. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that going down.
You okay?
Tomoe ignores me as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat on the edge of the bed. The first man to leave the apartment, the guy with the broad shoulders. He looked familiar, very familiar. And Tomoe didn't notice him, right? She said back then that Shinya and her had dinner with the father, right? And that's the dad. Seemed to be in charge of the officers. A detective? Yes, that's it. A police detective. I've seen him on TV a few times. He's the one heading up the investigation of the recent homicides. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the human removal service string of murders. Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji. Is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he the herald? A neighbor of Noriko's? Could it truly be? Could Kenji truly be the leader of the human removal service? I tried to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko. Might even be on the speaking terms with her. Might have access to Noriko's computer, her website. Could he have been the original hacker, stealing Corpse Girl's request, the copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. It's more likely than not that the copycat is someone who personally knows Noriko. Someone who has an inside view of her life. But what's his motive? Look like a normal guy, just a father living with his daughter. What could have inspired him to embark on a killing spree? Actually, for that matter, what inspired Noriko to do the same in the first place? Never mind that, it's irrelevant right now. Kenji. Are you the one we've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei Matsumoto? Are you the prophet, the herald, the one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl?
Okay, I'm done.
I blink a few times and look at Tomoe. She's standing with a pile of clothes, neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah.
Leaving now is for the best. I want to get home. I want to spend some time with my thoughts. There's a lot of new information to sort through. Okay, let's tell Nor. I hope they tell Noriko so we can have a reaction or something. Not a morning person, never have been. But running with Noriko has forced me to get up early more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it. Still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distraction didn't help. Couldn't concentrate on reading. Couldn't focus on tidying the apartment. Nothing worked. The same questions kept bouncing around the inside of my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
I lean over her near lifeless body and whisper sharply. Don't want to scare her awake. Don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss and the girl before me begins to stir. She rubs her eyes, a familiar sight thanks to all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Kojiro? What time is it?
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Give me a break.
She sighs, sits up, and reaches for her handbag lying next to her futon. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
I toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from a vending machine on the way over. I know the drill by now, nor Noriko well. The can slips through Noriko's slender fingers and comes to rest her safety in her lap.
Oh, thanks.
She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swing.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running her fingers along the embossed logo.
Glad you like it. Now, questions.
Fine, go.
Do you know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Noriko cocks her head to the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah, I know them. They're my neighbors, kind of. They live on the floor below me.
That's right. You on speaking terms?
More or less.
Her eyes start away from mine and she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji... We used to talk, but then... Well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
I see.
This is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it couldn't hurt to tell her. Tomoe probably will if I
Went
don't.
to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. And the detective from TV.
Detective? Wait, Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No. The detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations, are you?
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Huh? Fujikawa?
Yeah.
Interesting, didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa, not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders slump.
Poor Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated expression gives way to a hideous, wicked smile. Her eyes narrow and the shrill laugh pierces my ears. Here we go, guys. It's time.
Oh! That's fantastic!
Don't know if she's lost the plot or if she's figured something
All
out.
those precautions I took, all that preparation, it finally paid off!
Like, she doesn't even care about Kenji or Momo. I mean, she's pretty crazy. I mean, she's crazy already, but...
Spill it. What are you talking about?
Okay. Right. Listen carefully. When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing,
Yeah, see? Why is she always referring to Corpse Girl as a third person? It's super crazy, man. When Corpse Girl first told her, she always refers to Corpse Girl as a second, like another person. Whenever she talks, even from her own POV. I thought she was Corpse Girl. That's what she's always referred to herself as.
I knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk.
That's why I'm thinking like she has another personality or... I don't know.
I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked by anyone watching me. I took certain measures to protect myself. To protect Corpse Girl's work.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa. I used his internet service, his Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website. I used his name for every service I signed up to. Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point to Kenji in the event that the authorities ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
She's so evil. Devious. Cunning. Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. More concerning is the fact she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves, true, in order to save her own skin. Still, if I take Noriko at word, this rules Kenji out as the mastermind behind the human removal service. He couldn't be a herald that Junpei Matsumoto spoke of. He was just a scapegoat, wrong place, wrong time.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The police will either treat Kenji as the culprit or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for. Either way, they'll be back to square one. And I'm off the hook.
Sure, if you say so.
Hmm?
That's all well and good, but you've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
What's your point?
You've been logging into Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory. You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too. Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web.
I mean, they can still track that, right?
I'm not using a dedicated internet connection. And I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address.
Okay.
That can't be traced, right?
I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though.
Oh no, but I'd be cautious if I were you. The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait. Normal guy like that, he won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police, especially that detective, Fujikawa. Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure, I hear you, but... Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service is behind most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that. They only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service, and you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault, she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation is giving me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald led me to a brick wall. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words. A phrase that loops within my mind, verbatim. Yeah, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, I rubbed my chin and thought...
Gotta go.
Yeah, that... Is there someone else a Corpse Girl?
You good here?
Like, is there a first Corpse Girl? Noriko drains the rest of her coffee and tosses the can aside.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Or maybe it's just another personality, but
Right.
hard to say.
Later then.
Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence. Hard to predict, honestly. But it's much more interesting, for example, if there's another Corpse Girl, right? Or if there is like a first Corpse Girl, that's more interesting. Hey, got a few hours before I need to be at the morgue. Usual night shift. Not a good combination with an early morning. At least there are no deliveries to make today for Noriko or for Corpse Girl. For the best. If Tomoe is quitting the business, we won't have a driver. Didn't really think that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh well, that's on Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Noriko said. What Corpse Girl? That's what the person I know as Noriko told me. That begs a follow-up question. If Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, then who is? Is Corpse Girl a person? Someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear. Has that always been the case? Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambitions for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? Is Noriko nothing but a puppet? Too many questions. Doubt Noriko will willingly spell it out for me, not if she's gone to such lengths to mask the truth for so long. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing, I can't get that code out of my head. Too many moving pieces in this puzzle. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the Human Removal Service, the Herald, Junpei Matsumoto, Kenji Ogawa. Too many assumptions, too many shadowy figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything. Like to predict what's going to happen next. Like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel 3 steps behind Noriko, behind whatever Corpse Girl is. Maybe Tomoe has the right idea. Maybe getting out of this situation is for the best. Though, could I really make a clean break? Could I really just walk away? Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty. That has become increasingly more evident, especially with the Kenji situation. Yes. If I walked, would I have to be on guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flits in the darkness? Would Corpse Girl come to claim me as her own? That begs the question. If Tomoe quits now, will Noriko try to buy her silence with blood? Yes, this is the one I want to know as well. Can Tomoe really just go? She'll do anything to ensure her name isn't dragged through the dirt. Tomoe knows too much as me. She could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong word slips out in front of the wrong people. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. Tomoe's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how, I don't know by what measure. Noriko will strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body though, strong of mind. And her ambitions are steeled by some otherworldly force of will.
Noriko won't let Tomoe walk away from this.
Yes. Speaking the words aloud and hearing the echo through my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn Tomoe. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she's told Noriko that she'll be quitting, but there's no time to waste.
Can I help you?
Oh, he actually went to Tomoe's house. Okay.
Tomoe in?
She's, are you a friend of hers?
Yeah.
Don't get jealous now, Shinya.
This is an emergency.
Really? Hang on, I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy I assume Tomoe's boyfriend goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now, the sun is setting, I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Kojiro? What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address?
Followed you home.
You know what? I'd rather not know.
Tomoe, who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I take care of him?
My nostrils flare a little as I choke back a laugh. This guy is pretty scrawny. I'm no martial arts champion, but I find it hard to believe he'd pose a threat to me.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
I see.
He flashes me an untrusting glare.
Need to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in.
Him.
I point a finger at the boyfriend.
He needs to go.
Seriously?
Yes, come on. What do you think I'm here to talk about?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point. Shinya, can you, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here. Just who is this guy? Is he an ex-boyfriend of yours? Because I'll fight him. You just watch me.
Okay.
No need for that. Not here to steal your girl.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted. If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
The boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up. You don't know him like I do.
Okay.
Tomoe shuts the front door, leaving us alone in her apartment.
So what the fuck is this all about?
I need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Probs.
Saws, mad.
Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave our merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties. She wouldn't hurt me.
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself. That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious. And
I take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
Tomoe simply frowns at what I consider to be a startling revelation.
Well, of course she's not. We're working with her.
I guess I didn't explain it well enough.
Not what I meant. Noriko. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, "When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing," end quote.
Tomoe's silent contemplation convinces me that I'm onto something that neither of us had stumbled upon previously.
Well, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that. In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it.
True.
I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
Sure about that?
Well, pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl. I'm sure of it.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it. Someone convinced her to start killing, and she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
Ugh. I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag. I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth about Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why this all started, why Noriko is so intent on continuing down her path of destruction.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
Later then.
I make my way to the front door and swing it open. I am slightly startled when a heavy form stumbles into me. With his ear pressed up against the door, Tomoe's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I looked down at him sprawled on the floor, groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
He clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers.
I was, just,
Gotta go. Bye.
Don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out of the apartment complex. My late arrival at the morgue is not met by any form of chastisement. The place is empty, devoid of life, nothing out of the ordinary there. Though, something is off. It's too empty. Glancing around the walls of the cold chambers, I immediately notice something suspicious. The majority of the chambers aren't sealed shut. What? They're slightly ajar, as though the last person to access them didn't close them properly. I would never do such a thing. I know to press the door firmly enough that they lock in place. Leaving a cold chamber unsealed is a surefire way to assist in a cadaver's deterioration. And an unsealed chamber allows the odor of decay to leak into the morgue. Right now, I don't smell anything out of the ordinary. Meaning, these cold chambers are empty. Someone has removed the cadavers that were stored inside. Then maybe Noriko took him. This place was full to brim just a day ago. There wasn't a single empty cold chamber, but then again, she doesn't know how to drive a car, right? Now, a cursory glance shows that a good 90% of the cold storage chambers are unsealed.
Fuck.
Oh, hell no. My initial sense of uncertainty gives way to panic. I jog toward the left wall of the chamber and start pulling the sliding trays one by one. Empty, empty, empty. One after the other. Each chamber is devoid of its macabre contents. Even the HRPs have been removed.
Shit.
I come across one old chamber that is still sealed. I press the release button in as I pull the handle forward. The familiar hiss of cold air escaping from the hollow space does a little to allay my fears. I slide the tray out and sigh. Empty. It would seem even the properly closed chambers have been evacuated.
Oh, fuck, shit.
I dash to the opposite wall. The row of cold chambers that store the bodies not due for cremation. The row that Noriko isn't allowed to access to. But just like the other wall, every chamber is empty. Doors ajar, unsealed, empty. I thoroughly checked each and every one.
No luck.
I trudged toward the computer at the far wall. Logging into the inventory, I scanned through the list of recent arrivals and departures. No bodies came in today, unusual, but not itself a cause for concern. More importantly, no bodies have been checked off as removed from the premises. Each and every body that has been dispersed from this place has not been accounted for. The correct protocols have not been adhered to. I can only draw one conclusion. The morgue has been robbed. For what purpose? Is it Noriko? But
Sorry
how
to
did she
rock up
bring
so
it here?
late.
Yeah, how is she gonna bring it here though?
It's fine. I was awake.
Okay. Bad news.
Hit me.
Morgue's been plundered.
Plundered? What, are you a pirate now? Wait, your tone. You're not joking.
No.
Explain.
All the cadavers have been stolen. Cold chambers are completely empty.
Fuck!
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
How could you let this happen?
Me? I'm no security guard. Don't put this on me.
How am I supposed to acquire corpses now?
Oh, here we go again.
How the fuck am I supposed to appease Corpse Girl?
See? Appease Corpse Girl? Despite the fact she's having a Noriko moment, I don't miss the fear in her voice. Appease Corpse Girl? Not something you'd say if referring to yourself. She's clearly referring to someone else, some other being. Time to put her on the spot. Sick of always being 3 steps behind.
Who's Corpse Girl?
What?
Who is she?
Don't act dense. I'm Corpse Girl. If you're trying to be funny, it isn't working. Now isn't the time. We've lost everything, Kojiro. I've got a couple of bodies here at the factory, but they're allocated to victims already. If Corpse Girl gets any new requests, we won't be able to fulfill them.
There, you did it again.
Yes.
You referred to Corpse Girl as another person.
Can you stop messing around? Don't you see how serious this is?
I do.
I do. I see how serious this entire situation has become. Noriko is delusional. She refers to Corpse Girl as both as herself and another person. She pays no heed to the difference in her words, even when called out on it. She doesn't seem to be aware that she's doing it. Could be a personality disorder? Can't place blame on her if that's the case. That's the one I'm saying. Personality disorder. But I think it's more than that. She believes she's been guided or goaded by Corpse Girl, forced to achieve her ambitions. There's more to it than a personality disorder. Something that I'm not seeing.
So, what do we do?
What can we do? You'll have to break into another morgue. Start stealing corpses for me.
No.
What do you mean, no? Don't say no to me.
I'd do just about anything for you. But sometimes, you need to know when to call it. There's no moving forward from here.
I can't give up, Kojiro. We've come so far.
Somebody stole the cadavers from the morgue. From my morgue. Somebody who knows what I'm involved in. It wasn't an attempt to stop what we're doing.
What do you mean?
It was a message. Whoever did it wanted to prove that they are more powerful than we are. Pulling several hundred stiffs from a morgue, all at once, without getting busted? That's something even we couldn't achieve. Someone knows our operation, inside and out. Someone knows what we do and how we do it. And they wanted to prove that they can do it better.
The human removal service.
Who else?
Damn it.
Hope you can see the truth now. We can't continue with them in the picture.
You're right. Our next move is to destroy them. Destroy the Herald.
That wasn't exactly what I was getting at. I was only trying to discourage Noriko from continuing with her
What do
operation.
you propose?
You said you'd do nearly anything for me, right?
More or less.
Then, hunt down Junpei Matsumoto. Again. He needs to reveal the identity of his leader, the Herald.
Right. Didn't work so well last time.
Can't forget that night. Had the guy beaten and bruised on the ground, stubborn pup.
You were interrupted last time. Aoi got in the way, didn't she?
Yeah, tried to defend her boyfriend.
You need to extract information from Junpei at any cost. When you're done, kill him.
I have no problem with that. But if Aoi is present again, I'll have to back down.
A few seconds of silence make me ponder if Noriko still has her head in the conversation. I'm about to repeat myself when she finally speaks.
If Aoi interferes, kill her.
What? And just like that, Noriko's true heart is revealed. She will stop at nothing to achieve her goals. Yeah. I was right to fear for Tomoe's life earlier. I was right to fear for my own. If Noriko would cut down her best friend in the world, then she will show no mercy to anyone else. This kind of resolve, this steel-hearted determination, I can't help but admire it. I respect
If
Noriko.
I do this for you, I want something in return.
What?
Be with me.
You still want me?
I've never wanted you more. I'm in love with you, Noriko.
Oh, he said it.
In case that wasn't clear before.
Okay. Take care of this issue for me, and you can call me yours. I'll be your girlfriend, or your wife, or your mistress.
Holy shit.
Whatever you want. My heart will be yours.
That's all I wanted to hear. All I needed to hear. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to feel lonely. Noriko, Shizuko, even Tomoe, it doesn't matter. I just want somebody to love me, to hold me.
Okay, I'm on it. Leave it to me.
Thank you, Kojiro. I'm putting my faith in you.
I step back, turn around, look up, stare at the stars in the pollution, clouded sky. When we get together, perhaps we can live in Noriko's apartment, my old place. It will be like coming home after a long absence. Noriko will replace Shizuko in my heart, and life will go on. August 6th, Thursday. It's the same stakeout as last time. Junpei Matsumoto, in his infinite wisdom, posted on Noise about visiting the maid cafe today. Don't know why he doesn't set his profile to private, especially after I followed you home last time. But I won't be following him again today. I'll confront him inside the maid cafe, a place where Aoi is unlikely to be, since she quit the job a while ago. Yes, she quit. Although, did she really quit? If memory serves, she was dressed as a maid last time I encountered her. Yeah, I mean... It's not that I have qualms about killing her. In fact, I'm not even bothered that Noriko is okay with ordering her death. I'm just thinking about the future. When Noriko and I marry, we'll want friends and family to attend the wedding. Noriko will need bridesmaids, a maid of honor. Aoi will be perfect for one of those roles. By sparing her life now, I can kick off my new life with Noriko on a high note. I'm aware of other people will be present in the cafe. I have no intention of hurting them. I'll force as many possible to evacuate, or I'll corner Junpei somewhere private. The dog himself has arrived. I'm playing through possible scenarios in my head. He waltzes through the front door, completely oblivious to my presence across the street. I'll give him some time. Let him get comfortable and lower his guard. The weight of the blade inside my pocket is unfamiliar, not like it's so heavy that it will restrict my movement. It just feels strange. Figured it was better to not tackle this unarmed. It's an emergency measure. After 20 minutes, I approach the maid cafe's entrance. Okay, I'll cut it here for now, guys. We'll continue this in the next episode. What? Oh my god. So it's more likely that there's another corpse girl, right? Like an actual corpse girl. Not Noriko, but an actual one. So let's see. Anyways, we'll do this in the next one. Let's see if Koji actually goes through his plan and does it to Junpei and maybe Aoi. That would be freaky though if he does it. Anyways, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.